Gone Girl has just got a nomination for an Oscar. And it's amazing because I finished the book just 2 days ago and then I saw the movie yesterday. And so I'm so happy Gone Girl was nominated for Best Actress. So as Amy, she's Rosamund Pike, and I'm rooting for her because in the movie she's absolutely perfect. But let's get back to the book. So this is the non-spoilery section, so you're safe, you don't have to worry. When I'll start talking with spoilers, I'll let you know, so no worries. So this is the story about a married couple, Amy and Nick Dunn. And suddenly Amy disappears out of nowhere, and it seems that she was kidnapped. And this is actually really interesting because we have 2 points of view throughout the book. The first point of view that we have is from Nick, and then we have Amy's point of view, which is actually really particular because it's actually her diary's entries. So you get to know her through her diary, and that is like amazing, absolutely fantastic. So Amy, she goes missing on a very special day. It's their 5th anniversary, and the book is divided in 3 parts. The first one is Boy Meets Girl, the second one is the first one is Boy Loses Girl, the second one is Boy Meets Girl, and then the third one is Boy Gets Girl, or vice versa. So that's actually like a huge spoiler, but you'll understand that it is a spoiler when you read it. So there's no problem at all. I'm telling you this, but there's no problem at all. You will understand when you read the book. What I wanted to tell you was that it is actually a really good book. I couldn't stop reading it. Like, I spent a day reading it, but it was just that, like, I just couldn't put it down. I almost fell asleep once reading the book because I was so tired, but I just couldn't stop reading it. So yeah, that's how crazy the book is. It's like really crazy. And so in the beginning I didn't quite like Amy. I thought that she was just a spoiled girl, and Amy described something, but I didn't like her in that moment that she described something. It was like totally the opposite of what I think. And Nick, we understand that he hides something, but we never know what it is. And then when you find out when you already hate him. So yeah, that's how crazy the book is. And I'm going to say this like 1,000 times, but it's true. This is the craziest book that I've ever read in my life. And then the end, it was like the book is actually really good, but when it gets to the final part, that's when that final part was what made me not give 5 stars on Goodreads, because it is actually such a good book, and then in the end you're not expecting a happy ending for both of them. You're not, but you're not expecting that they are so crazy and so psychotic and so dependent on each other that it's just like I didn't want a happy ending, but I didn't want that kind of ending. So I was not happy with the final part of the book, and that's why I gave it 4 stars. And read the book, and then you'll come back, and then we'll discuss about it. Okay? Goodbye! So, Gone Girl. This is actually, what do I have to say? It was actually like, I've never thought they were going to be so psychotic. And after all, I think that one is a sociopath and the other is a psychopath. Or they are both psychopaths. Because it's like Nick, he never shows his true emotions. And then he has anger issues, and he's really mysterious. And let's not start talking about Andy. Andy, she's like, I don't know, she's just so annoying, you see. I mean, we have, what, 1,000 girls in college, and he chose her? Her? Like, the most annoying person on earth. I never actually got to actually like him, because I've always thought that besides the anger issues, he also was a compulsive liar. And he's lying throughout the book all the time, and I don't like it. I don't like it because I feel like I never got like to really understand him, so, because he's always lying. So then I got to a part of the book and I was like, is he saying the truth or is he lying? And that is what definitely Gillian wants us to think, but it was just a little bit annoying, and I couldn't get Nick. About Amy, I started hating her, and I can read it to you. So this is on page 31. It's one of her diary entries, and she says, I wouldn't say Amy is dated. I think the series is a classic. And I think that I mean, for someone who loves books and reading and writing, saying that the book is a classic is actually a compliment. I read that part and I was like, okay, I don't like it. Sorry, I don't like you. But then her diary entries, they start like getting to us like, oh, okay, so she's doing everything she can for Nick, and even though they have a really complicated relationship, she's always there for him. And then we find out that actually that diary is not true. And I was like, okay, so this is really amazing, and I just got like punked, and I'm just so surprised, and I just can't stop reading it now because I want to understand what she did. And then, well, then we find out she's just a psychotic because she just faked her death just so that she could show Nick that he actually loved her. So it's like, not just like, I was a little bit disappointed with that. And then when she comes back home, I was like, I can't believe that Nick just didn't leave her. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he saw her, he saw that she was okay, and then he could have just leave. I mean, why didn't he? And then he stayed, and of course, if she was going to cook something, of course, I mean, it's so obvious. Like, I was thinking that she was going to kill him, or he was going to kill her, and then he was going to jail. So she was dead and he was going to jail, and then because of her, because of what she did. And then I thought, okay, so that is like a really good ending for the book. And then it isn't. And then this last part, it isn't what I expected, and I'm not happy with it. I really am not. And then there's this scene when she tells him how she faked her death. And then she says, you actually poisoned yourself? Nick, please, you shocked? I killed myself. And it's like, that is the perfect punchline, and I was hoping to see in the movie, and then it didn't show up, and I was so angry. So just as a conclusion, I really loved the book. I didn't like the final parts, and I gave a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads because of that, because it wasn't that great, the final part. And I am so afraid they are going to make a sequel out of this, because I don't want it. I am so afraid. I really don't want it. The way that this ended, like they are going to have a child, and they are just going to keep themselves in trouble, like incriminating each other. So I'm not excited if they write a sequel, because I think it is a good book and it should stay as it is. I hope you have a great week. I hope you have amazing books, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!